There was that great commercial on TV, broadcast TV, back in the day of Reese's Pieces. And two people would bump into each other, and then one would be holding chocolate and the other one peanut butter. And then the one person would be like, "Oh my God, you've got peanut butter in my chocolate." And the other one would be, "Oh, you got chocolate in my peanut butter." And at first they're upset with each other. Like, you bumped into me and you messed up my snack. And then they taste it, the combination of chocolate and peanut butter, and they're like, "Wow, that's a taste sensation." And often they would do a man and a woman, and there was some sexy shit going on there. Great advertising. "You got peanut butter in my chocolate." "No, you got chocolate in my peanut butter." Awesome, memorable, clever, smart, but a holistic phenomena. That's when the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And that happened on the weekly podcast by Jon Stewart, where his guest was the libertarian OG, Nick Gillespie. They had a fun hour-and-a-half conversation that you should listen to. And the reason you should listen to it is because it's as awesome as Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. It's greater even than the sum of its parts. You got Jon Stewart, the raging comic. He was always awesome and continues to be at channeling our collective liberal outrage. He was our spokesperson. When we're watching the news, we get pissed off. We want to throw shit at the TV. And Jon was on the TV expressing our feelings of paradox, irony, and anger and outrage at the day's news. That was the essence of The Daily Show and why Jon Stewart was so fucking awesome. He's on point, hysterically funny, and deeply insightful. And then that's the peanut butter. And then you got the chocolate, who is Nick Gillespie. And they complement each other perfectly. Nick is soft-spoken. If you meet him in person, he's almost demure. He's a celebrity pundit who actually sits and listens to people. He is the most well-read mofo I think I have ever met. He has read everything. He reads everything. He's hyper-aware. And here's the thing. With libertarians in general, and Nick in particular, you get an overview. You're looking over the chessboard of politics and culture. You don't get that partisan, myopic shit show that you get from most pundits who aren't trying to analyze things and slice them and dice them and really come to an understanding based on what the goals are. Most folks aren't strategic. They are bloviating a party platform. They are espousing the values and opinions and mandate of a tribe. And Nick and the libertarians in general have a perspective where they take it all in and they go issue by issue, not based on implicit biases that are grounded in outrage or emotion or agenda, but does this program make sense? Does it accomplish the goals that as a society we're trying to accomplish? So when you bring Jon together, the outraged liberal, who nonetheless has his own holistic view of things, who came to understand a lot of the Trump voters after Trump got elected and during the hiatus when he wasn't in office and during the hiatus when Jon wasn't at the desk ranting, and you combine that with a guy like Nick, it's an awesome perspective. It's inclusive, it's rational, it's reasonable, and it's eminently worth listening to, especially if you're polarized on the left or the right. Let's just have a reasonable conversation about shit that either works for society or it doesn't. And lastly, when you get the peanut butter with the chocolate and the chocolate with the peanut butter, it's hugely entertaining. So give them a listen. You'll feel better and you'll get a yummy, yummy snack.